Okay, so we have the Worthington head, got it repaired. As you can see, I got some primer. I know some of this stuff. I got some primer on the head, not too bad. So I want to make a head gasket for it. There's a couple ways you can do it. So I have this material, I've had this for years. And so basically what I can do is take the head and trace it onto here, and then I can cut holes for the water jacket, for the head studs, and then I could just cut out this whole center part for the valves. So I can do that. There's also the method where you can take your hammer and it starts to outline, you know, where the head is onto here. And then you can kind of just take this, flip it over and take it off. But you want to get a pretty good, you know, at least the outline of it to do that, then tape it on here, and then you can start hitting it for the holes here. That's the easiest way that I found. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this and lay it down, take my head here, flip it over, and what I'm going to do is basically get a general outline of this going. So, and then adjust accordingly from there. So then that way I can at least get an idea of what this looks like, and then I can start cutting it out. And then I can cut as I need. So if I come in, I know I need to go to there, need to go to here. Like I said, there's many different ways to do a head gasket. This is just one of the ways. So I'm just going to cut around my general outline. And you can use scissors, you can use an X-Acto knife or utility knife, whatever you want to call it. All right. Scissors there, set this off to the side. Let's flip our head around here. And basically this is what I have so far, right? A general shape. And then from there, I'm going to cut out this area. And if I can cut this area out, then it'll lay flat. I can trim up this outside here and get it more tighter against the head. So what I'll end up doing is just taking a guesstimate here. And so basically there, just get a starting point going. And then probably just get it to where it's off the heads and then, or off the valve, and then go from there. Because I don't want to get out too far, and then I'm going to run into problems where the head gasket gets too thin. And if you have a compass, you can probably measure this out with a compass and get this line as well. Is another way to do it. So I say this is pretty good for where we need to be. And then, so I have the bottom here pretty well. I need to take a bunch off. So once again, I can use my pencil and come in. So let's see where we're at. Okay. So I need to trim this all off. Like I said, this thing is not an exact science, and it's not going to be perfect by any means, especially with me and a pair of scissors. Me and scissors don't get along. So we should be a little bit closer. So let's get this back on here. Bring it back up. Oh yeah, this is looking better already. Probably there. All right. So this is looking better. We got this pretty well where we need it over here. So here's where we can do this as well. Since now we have it. See how it just kind of ends up bringing it, outlining this a lot more. So we'll take this off. now we can cut where we just pounded this out. All right, now we can use the ball peen side of this and we can start finding our water jacket, right? We can start finding where the hole is for our water jacket. So it's there. Our holes for our head studs should be right in this area as well. We should have another one probably right in there. So now I can take this off. Now I have my water jacket, my head bolts, and these are pretty much cut for me. I do have punches that I can use, and I've probably taken a X-Acto knife. This is an easy way to make a gasket to match your engine head. You can use this. The head's the easiest thing to use it on. You can use it on this side, or you could actually use it on the other, onto the block itself as well, but I didn't feel like going over there and digging out the engine to do this. Like I said, I'll clean these up, come through, finish cutting through on here. This is for people that want to make their own gaskets. I'm sure you can buy these head gaskets. As I cut into my bench that I didn't want to do, I should have put down something to cut into it instead of on that. And I've made these before and I ended up busting out one of the areas and then I had to build it, make one all over again. So it's just a bunch of trial and error. So all right, so when I put this back on here, you can see how everything pretty well lines up. I have a feeling just need to tweak some things a little bit. So then I just need to finish cutting this out. Now I know where my water jacket holes are. I can clean up these holes. I can clean up these holes. And now that I know where my water jacket holes are and my head stud holes are, I can now come in and cut this out a little bit more where I'm not going to cut into this. So I'll probably come out probably about like so. And so then that will give me that. And this is where you got to start being careful because now you got these thin areas. If you use a pair of scissors, now you're kind of tweaking the material and you have to just be very cautious as you go. So then that way you don't accidentally overcut like I'm trying to do into some of these other areas, or you start to bend the gasket material and then you end up with it breaking through to one of these other areas. So very carefully finish cutting that out, move that out of the way, and you can see we pretty much have a pretty good head gasket here. I might come out this way a little bit more here, that you don't accidentally start making it too thin in places and you're going to blow your head gasket out again. So I just need to clean this up, the mounting holes, especially this one, which I can actually do that. Get the material out of there. So then you can see how this just kind of cuts it through the casting. All right, so this is my makeshift head gasket for my Worthington engine. So now all I gotta do is remount the head and then hook everything back up, add fuel, and see whether she runs. So then that's another project, is to dig that engine out to do this. So, and then it's been a few years, so I need to remember how it all goes back together. So, easy way to make a head gasket. I will post this video of just making the head gasket, and then I'll post another video of the reinstallation once I can get to my engine to do that. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. There is a notification bell somewhere that you can hit that will let you know next time I post a video. So keep checking back. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found this helpful. I learned this trick a long time ago, and I know some people have shared it. I want to share it with my viewers. So there you go. How to make a head gasket for a 3-horse Worthington engine.